They left the I out.
That's
typo.
you. You spelled the name, Cookie.
That was me.
Oh,
It's
there's-
wrong.
I left out
it's
an I.
Michael. Okay.
Oh, he did.
How's that?
Oh, I see it. I see it now. Thank you.
Hi, Isabel. So nice to see everybody.
Michael,
Yeah.
how do you do that? How do you do it for the other person?
Well, when you're a host, you can go
Oh,
in.
you
and-
can. Oh, I see.
Aha.
Yeah.
You got powers.
You got powers. Yeah, you can do all kinds. The force is with him.
Yes.
And Mina.
I better be nice to him.
Okay, Michael, let's start. People will join us later. But let's start. Zuli, no picture, Zuli. Okay.
Zuli, me wil zijn dein ponem.
Oh,
Now she understands. Thank you, Susan.
laat me reden, maar mijn Lucian zal ik verstaan.
Okay. Let's start, Michael.
Bis als der Schatten ist einmal gekommen zu mein Seiden. Dem Tag mit der Mammin, na Schiddach reden. Hat mich gerett, nur sie ist. Bis das Gläsle Maschki aus sich Lieb Maschki ist gewonnen, der Schiddach beschlossen, der Tate ist gewonnen, der Mann ist chossen. Ai, da, 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 Lieb Maschki, der Tate von der Mann chassen Mod getrunken in Maschki, a Gatzitschki, die Klezme, gespielt mit der Feine Non. Mod genommen die Kalle in den Mitten, zu lieb Maschki, der hat die Mami genommen, zu lieb Maschki mit ihr. Ich gedenk noch, was ich gewinne bei meinem Bericht. Die Maschke ist nicht gewinnt, Rock von der Tisch. Alle haben sich gewünscht, ein ganz feinem, schönem und gesunden Maseltov. Als ich so größer wachsen, ein größerer Rauf. Zu lieben Maschke und der Tante, die Mami genommen, zu lieben Maschke wie ich auf der Welt gekommen. Bye.
Okay, let's start reading. Janet, can you read the English, please? You are all muted, so when I call on you, please unmute yourself.
A glazel mashke, a little glass of liquor, was written by Vinkl Gordon, 1823 to 1890, a Vilna Moscow who wrote very popular poems, songs, and newspaper articles in Hebrew, Russian, and Yiddish. There is a long biography of him in the Yivo Encyclopedia online. That's all I have on my screen.
Yeah.
This version is by the group Capelia with Michael. I don't see the last because it's covered by pictures.
Alpert.
Alpert. A much longer version was found by Jane Pepler in
In the songbooks.
in songbooks that were printed by Itzik Zelanik in Warsaw between 1929 and 1934. It appears in her anthology, the Itzik Zelanik Working Files.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't see an accordion in that picture. I thought I heard an accordion being played.
Is Michael Alpert singing it? Is Michael Alpert the singer? Because he has a fantastic voice. I guess he is.
It is.
Is Michael Alpert? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love him. He can sing and play every instrument.
Okay, Beverly, start reading, please.
Wait, I don't know. Is Dave's treatment? Stop the treatment for a minute. Okay, sorry. B'shas der Schatten is amol gekommen zu mein Zayden. What's b'shas? All of a sudden, or
no? At the time of.
Oh, at the time the matchmaker came to my grandfather. Dem Taten mit der Mamen ashidachen. He's going to make a match for my mother and my father, or for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. To my grandfather. Okay. Hatten gerät und gerät und gerät und gerät. So they talked and they talked and they talked and they talked. Nor exist, and for no value. They didn't accomplish anything. Bis das Gläsele Maschke hat sich reingemischt, until the glass of wine or liquor got itself in on the conversation. What?
Mixed in,
yeah, exactly. Had got mixed in. So leave Mashka, because of the liquor, is given der Shidduch geschlossen. Because of the liquor, the matchmaking was, how would you say it? Locked up, locked in,
Yeah.
locked in.
Good. Locked in.
The Tate is gewon. Der Mom is chosen. My father is, oh, I love it. My father became my mother's groom. Oh, so beautiful.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Beverly.
I'm crying. It made me cry.
Alvin, can you read, Alvin?
Ja, ich kann, ja. Zu lieb, Maschke haben der Tate Mame Chasne gehabt. Man hat getrunken die Maschke a ganze Nacht. Okay. Mashka had the I don't know how to translate to leave in this case.
No, because of the drink.
Oh, because of Mashka, my mother and father wed. They drank the Mashka the whole night. Oi, the Klezmer haben gespielt mit a feine ton. The klezmer played with a fine. You think it means tune?
Yeah, that's good.
Man hat genommen die Kale in mitten kann. They they took the bride in the middle of, was con mean?
The circle, con.
In the middle of the circle. Zu lieb Maschke hat der Tate der Mama genommen, the Nachawal zu lieb.
Because
Because Mashka took the father and mother to leave Mashka bin ich auf der Welt gekommen because of Mashka I came into the world.
Okay. Just before we continue, Rafael, when we finish reading, can you sing it for us, the rest of it?
Sure.
Okay, so let's continue, but reading it. Naomi?
Ich gedenk noch, was ist gewesen bei mein Briss, als die Maschke ist nicht gewesen, hoch vom Tisch. Alle haben sich gewünscht, ein ganz feiner, ein schöner und ein gesunder Maseltov. Und als ich soll auswachsen, ein größer Rob. So lieb Maschke hat der Tate die Mama genommen, so lieb Maschke bin ich auf der Welt gekommen, ai, dadai, 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 l'chaim. Okay, wait, just a minute. I still remember what happened at my bris when the mashke didn't fall down from the table. No, it wasn't. It never left the table. Okay, it's given a hook. Okay. Alle haben sich gewünscht, okay, everybody wished a very nice, beautiful, and a healthy Mazel Tov. Und als ich soll auswachsen, and I should grow up and become a great rabbi. On account of Mashke, my father took hold of my mother, or didn't let her go. So we Mashke, on account of Mashke, I came into this world. L'chaim.
Okay, thank you. Rochale, I see you, but before you ask or comment, let's Rafael sing the other verses that he has, okay?
All right, I'm going to actually start with that third verse, which already is a little bit different, the one we're currently seeing there. Ich gedenk noch bei mein Bris, ist das Gläserle Maschke nicht herab von Tisch. Der Alm hat geschrien, Mazel Tov, das Kind soll wachsen und sein Rob. Hat der Rieber trink ich, Rob kost, der Rieber trink ich, und Namos, ai, dai, 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 dai. Ich gedenk auf meine Tnorim, hab mal getrunken, wie die Goyim, und man hat den Tab gebrochen, und die Maschke ist von Tisch, nicht darauf gekrochen, und ich hab nicht geguckt, was ich bin nach außen, und alle Weile reingegossen, ai, dai, 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 dai. Mein bissele Jahren, wenn ich will ausleben, will ich mir soll mir in a Kever mitgeben, a fessele Maschke, nont bei der Wand, a große Glas in der rechter Hand, Zitzchias am Mesim, bin ich wieder da und trink bald Maschke in der rechten Schau, ai, dai, 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 dai. Ai, dai, 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 ai, dai, dai, ai, dai, ai, dai, 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 ai, dai, dai, ai, dai, dai.
Bravo.
Bravo, thank you. That was wonderful, thank you. Okay, we will start with Rochale, then Isabel, then Rochelle. Rochale.
Frau Gemeiße, ist interessant, als in der Wörterbuch von Zanin ist geschrieben, als Korn ist nicht nur ein Kreis, noch das ist ein Min-Tanz. אפשר אמת erkennt das, weißt du das wegen dem, also sie gewähnen ein Tanz in ein Kreis, in ein Spiel, was wird getanzt und gesingen. Das heißt, man hat ja rausgenommen von Korn, das heißt von der Kreis, wo sie gewähnen ein Tanz, ein Min-Tanz.
Okay.
So, Neigeri, אפשר רפואל weißt oder אמת anders.
Ja, ich kenne nicht. Ich kenne sie.
Es kann sein, ja, ich weiß nicht. Also jemand weiß, lass es suchen.
Soll reden.
Soll reden, ja. Well.
Es ist der Hammer. Da in Toronto es ist Freude. Sie schreibt auf online on the computer auf die alle jiddische Tänzer, ja. Und das ist auf Englisch. Ich kann euch schicken und zu teilen, okay?
Okay, Dank. Okay. Okay, Isabel, yeah?
Just want to add that when Raphael sings, it sounds like he's chanting from the Torah. I had a question. What is the difference between Ganze and Ganzitschke?
Well, Gans is the whole night. Well, Ganzitschke, it means the same thing, but it's a diminutive and a diminutive. It's cutesy. It's the whole night, the whole little night, but it's the whole night. It's being ironic. Ganzitschke.
Okay. Rochelle and then Raphael. Rochelle.
Ich habe sich ausgelernt das Lied, aber nicht geht ausgelernt, weil ich kann nicht singen, aber ich habe sich ausgelernt die Werte von Michael Alpert in Kleskamp mit efter 20 oder mehr Jahren zurück. Ich bin gesessen mit dem, weil ich habe sich den ganzen verliebt in ihm. Und ich bin nicht kein Singer, aber die Klassen, was hat gehabt, sind gewesen so fein, als bloß sein mit ihm in die Klasmoren, was haben gekannt singen, ist gewesen so nur von mir. Und ich gedenke, als hat gesungen die alle Wörter, nicht bloß die Wörter, was man sieht auf the screens.
Okay, thank you, Dank. Raphael, yeah?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, just two
I have a
things.
question.
I think a con is a circle dance, and it can also be a round of a card game. So I think the concept of roundness fits into the meaning of con. And my second comment is, look at the what's on the screen there, the third line from the bottom. It hasn't been translated quite right. It's because of strong drink that daddy took mommy, and took here means sexually.
Okay. So that's why that's
And
how he was
why
born.
I came into the world.
That's how he came into the world. Yeah,
Right.
it was not immaculate conception. Yeah. Okay.
I have a question.
Just X-rated the whole Yiddish program.
I have a question.
Okay. Yes, Beverly.
I don't know where I put up the hand, but anyway, I have a question, but I can't find where to put up my hand. And when Raphael sang the end, was it about the child dying? Was that the end, the last one?
Well, no, the last verse is very much like the last.
Mashka in my grave?
No, yeah, something like that. The last verse is, I think, similar to the last verse of Chevrolet de la Table Ronde. When I die, make sure that there's strong drink at my right hand. So when the dead revive, I will be there again, and I'll be able to drink in that first hour.
Right. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. You will not miss a moment. Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's wonderful. Michael, can you put it on again?
bis as der Schöpfung is einmal gekommen zu mein Seiden. Dem Tag mit der Mammin, na Schiddach reden. Hat mir gerett, nur sie ist. Bis das Gläsle Maschki aus sich reingemischt. Zu lieben Maschki ist gewonnen, der Schiddach beschlossen, der Tati ist gewonnen, der Mann ist kosten. Zu lieb Maschki, der Tate von der Mann Chassene gehad. Mod getrunken in Maschki, a Gatzitschki nacht. Die Klezmer hab gespielt mit der feine Ton. Mod genommen die Kalligen mitten zu lieb Maschke, der Tante, die Mami genommen, zu lieb Maschke mit ihr, von der Welt gekommen. Ich gedenk noch, was sie gewinnt bei meinem Bericht. Die Maschke ist nicht gewähnt, Rock von der Tisch. Alle haben sich gewünscht, a ganz feinem und schönem und gesunden Maseltov. Als ich so größer wachsen, a größer Rof. Zu lieb Maschke und der Tante, die Mami genommen, zu lieb Maschke wie ich an der Welt gekommen.
That was fun. Thank you, Maurice. It was really fun. Okay, anyone wants to add anything to? Yeah, Hilda?
I just want to say that the clarinetist, I don't know who it was, but he was fantastic. Really great clarinet playing.
Beverly, if you wanted to say something, unmute.
Oh, no, I was saying Michael Albert can play every instrument. I don't know who was playing it, but he can just take any instrument and start playing. But that was the klezmer, the best, you know, the newest klezmer people and the best band, you could say, at the time. Yeah.
Rafael, you had something in the chat. You want to share it?
Sure. I think this is a kind of generic European thought. And I don't know if it was originally from the song in French or whether it first comes in the Yiddish or whatever, but it's when I die, make sure that you bury strong liquor with me. So there's this verse from Charlotte de la Table Ronde. Quand je mourrai, je vous commenterai dans le cas où il a de bon vent. So it's the same thought.
Yeah.
Okay. I recognize the music, but I don't understand the words. So
Okay, he put it. Yeah,
Maurice,
I'm
you're
there.
muted.
Yeah, it's when I die, I want that they bury me in a cave where there is good wine.
Okay. Yeah. Maurice, if you want to say something, unmute. Yeah, good. Now.
It shows the influence of Yiddish on Ancien Français.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, Cookie, yes, I see.
I never associated liquor with Jews. You came into a
Why?
Jewish home and they offered you a drink. It was seltzer or was something else, but they would never be offering you liquor. You never saw beer in a Jewish refrigerator or anything like that. So,
Als nicht getrunken.
the expression "shikah ve'agoy," I used to hear that. So there was never any association of liquor except on a special occasion, of course, for some schnapps, but otherwise never associated liquor with Jewish people. Yeah, you don't see Jewish people at bars and things like that. No.
Okay, now you see. You see.
Now, jetzt ist ein ganzer Übergekehrt, yeah.
Ganze übergekehrt. Okay, yeah, Rochelle.
My father is used to invite people in, we machen a schnapps. And you know, it was just a shot glass of a Canadian Club usually, nothing expensive, but it was kind of a friendship ritual that just like this was sealed by the drink. That yeah, I grew up with that, and I also grew up with being allowed to have a tiny little taste when the adults were drinking.
Yeah.
And of course, children don't like it, so you don't develop much of a taste for it. And you know, so alcohol was never the big secret or the big forbidden thing. And I did the same thing with my son, and he never drank much of anything.
I'm with Rochelle. My father gave me when I was 8. He gave me just to taste brandy. Well, I got the taste for it, but you know,
now I love it.
You never get really drunk for it because you know it's not something that you have to do. You have it on from time to time. You can have a glaze. It's nothing.
A leck and a schmeck.
A leck and a schmeck, exactly. Okay, Barbara, yeah. And then Barbara.
Oh, no, I just wanted to ask, Maurice, you answered somebody, actually. When I went to the video, I saw there were remarks, and you answered someone who questioned the drinking of whiskey. And you suggested vodka would been more common, or what was your remark about that? That's what I wanted to know.
No, for sure. I mean, like, you know, Bronfen was very common. Bronfen is what we call vodka, but they also drank vodka. I don't know what the difference is and how it's made. But I mean, in the 19th century, when Vinkl Gordon wrote this, Jews were heavily involved in the production and the sale of alcohol all over Eastern Europe. And I think even though there were certain professions that they were clearly barred from joining, but I think under the czars, taverns, tavern keepers, and all that goes with it were largely in Jewish hands. So, you know.
Yeah, then you have the Bronfmans in Canada, who are, you know, very large Jewish influence, and they were the ones who, they were also the liquor business.
Right.
Okay, Rochelle.
Ich habe noch gewollt erwähnen, speziell die Israelim. אז קודם כל, the wine for the Kiddush Freitag ist gewesen schrecklich.
Schrecklich. Ich bin masking.
In der zweiten, oder man getrinkt Tapitzkele. Und die zweite Sache, wo es ist reingekommen zu Israel, durch Bira Nesher, wird getrinken, wo es wird gerifft Schwarzbier und Weißbier. Das Weißbier ist gewesen mit Alkohol. Und mit der schwarze Bier ist gewesen ohne Alkohol. Und ich denke, man gepflegt mich schon zusammen. Auch viele der älteren Menschen haben nicht getrinkt den ganzen allein. Der weiße
like Coca-Cola.
Reingemischt, das schwarze Bier soll nicht sein, zu viel Alkohol in dem. Und ich bin gekommen zu Amerika nebach. Ich habe gesehen, das ist ein Bier, wo es hat nicht Alkohol, also wie das schwarze Bier. Ich habe gekickt auf mir, also ein Modner, also wie ich bin ein Alkoholik Anonymous. Ich habe gesagt, nein, das ist ein gesundes Bier. Schwarze Bier ist sehr gesund, es gibt auch noch Ärger. Das ist Tage gewesen am Maschke, wo es mit geriffen Bier oder das ist ohne Alkohol.
Yeah, today I drink Heineken Zero, and there are a lot of beers on the market that have no alcohol.
Oder the term is wie weiße Bier. Ich red a term von a schwarze Bier.
The schwarze Bier, the Tam was
A
gewesen
gesunde Drink,
anders.
a Hitz von der Zicker, was?
The Tam hat gewesen anders, so gewesen
Ja, ganz
süßlich.
anders.
Es hat
Sehr
gewesen,
Geschmack.
ja, sehr Geschmack,
Ich
ja.
meine, sie du russische Bier, wie soll sie riefen, das macht man von
Rotbier.
Bräut. Nein, das macht man von Bräut. Nu? Wie so rief man der russische, hat man, ich kann sich der Mannen.
Quas?
Quas, oder so, Adan. Das
Was?
ist ähnlich zu Quas, sehr ähnlich zu Quas. Ich meine, der schwarze Bier ist eine israelische Variation von der Quas. Und das ist ohne Alkohol, das ist sehr gesund.
Ja, sehr gut, ja. Okay, thank you. Marie?
So follow up on what Maurice was saying. I watched a really good lecture which explained that that whole situation was not an accident. As the small magnates took over, established themselves in Poland, they started to have an excess of grain. It was the grain basket of, the whole area, Poland, and I believe this refers also to Ukraine, that outback area as it got settled. And so they were exporting it to particularly to Holland. And then I can't remember exactly why, but for a number of years, there was a big excess. Holland didn't want as much. It was getting it from somewhere else or something like that. And so the magnates were puzzling what to do, and they realized it could be made into beer. And that's when they invited all the Jews to come, and they gave them the land to build their shtetls on. And they made them the tavern. Everyone started with the tavern. And the reason was because their idea of the Jews was that we might drink alcohol, but we didn't get drunk, because I think probably that's genetic. But anyway, it was not an accident. It was all, that's how we got invited to Poland, to be the tavern keepers, and then the shopkeepers, and the tax collectors, and on. You know the rest of the story.
Okay, thank you, Marie. Susan? You're muted, Susan.
There was, in my parents' generation, there was some kind of sweet liquor that they liked to drink. It had, I don't remember. Does anybody, maybe a fruit liquor or something?
Cherry herring.
Cherry brandy.
No,
Cherry brandy,
Maybe it was Slivovitz.
And what was his name in Yiddish? Did it have a?
Slivovitz.
No, Maurice, Libovich is not sweet.
Oh.
Oh, my
Libovich
mom
is not sweet. But Raphael, you say cherry herring, yes?
Yeah, my parents loved it. I still drink it.
Yes, I remember
The
that.
cherry herring, because this is sweet. The Slivovich is not sweet at all.
And Slivovitz is plums.
Yes, but it's not sweet.
Right.
You see, I underwent a crash course. My son wanted, for one of his birthday, he wanted a present, a course in bartending. So we gave him a present, and he went and he did the course of bartending. But I was, he tried everything on me. So by now I know all the differences.
Oh, ich hätte gewähnt ein israelischer Likör, was wird verkauft, ein Reis von Israel. Ich triff zu gedenken durch.
Sabra.
Orange, Sabra.
Sabra it was.
Sabra,
it was orange liquor. Yes, cookie.
Very popular.
My father-in-law made his own kirsch.
Oh.
With the cherries, and he would store it for 2-3 years. So when you drink it, you feel it.
Yeah, it was quite strong, I think.
Quite strong.
Yes. My mother did the same. She put cherries in with sugar, and it just fermented, and it became a really strong wine. It was great.
Which food did you mention?
I see that we love this class. We love.
Anita, what was the fruit? I missed hearing it.
The cherries.
Cherries.
Oh, the cherries. Ich kenne auch et machet mit Rosenkäse. A gute Jain für Pesach.
Yes.
My Mama hat gemacht, the Tat hat nicht getut haben Schnaps, he had high blood pressure or something. Hat sie gemacht, weiße raisin, white raisin wine out of the white raisins, nothing else. It was the most delicious. We all used to want it like crazy. Have you ever had that white raisin wine? It's not wine.
Yeah.
It's really like white raisin juice. And that was what we had all the time at the table, was white raisin.
Pesach or year round?
Made in a cheesecloth or something, was delicious.
Okay, guys, let's all sober up and, and go on and read the story. Okay? David, you missed a really great discussion about liquor. So, but yeah. Okay, let's do the story.
Well, welcome everyone to the YIVO Institute for Jewish Research virtually. My name is Alex Weiser. I'm the Director of Public Programs of YIVO. We're really pleased.
What is this? Okay, we stopped. Where did we stop? Just a moment, let me see.
Kannst du es machen, Größer?
Und ich hab mich in Stub gefühlt, Tage.
What did you say, Nili?
It says I marked it und ich hab mich in Stub gefühlt.
Yeah, but I don't know
why.
why.
My mother once got up and pulled my hair to get me from the window.
Yeah, but I have a problem getting to this page. I don't know why.
You want me to share it?
It's like I can move all the other pages except for this one.
Did you try that?
It's at the top. It's at
the
the
little line on the right side there.
Which line?
Over on the right of your PDF.
Mm-hmm.
There's a line going up and down.
Yes, yes.
See, I can't show you. No, I guess actually.
You were there just 2 minutes ago.
Here. Und ich hab mich in Stub gefühlt, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now I also enlarge it. Okay, great. Karen, ja, und ich hab mich hier, und ich hab mich in Stub gefühlt, Tage wie Fremde. Okay? So, Karen, can you read?
Can you enlarge it?
More? To enlarge it more?
A little bit more?
Okay,
Yes.
now?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, so, Karen, please.
Und ich hab mich in Stub gefühlt, Tage wie a Fremder. And in my house, I felt really like a stranger, wie a Gefangene, like a prisoner, wie a Verkäufte, like a, I don't know if that, someone who sells herself. A slave, maybe?
Maybe someone that was sold out, was sold.
A slave, maybe?
Maybe.
Slave, like a slave.
Well, es hat mich gezeugen, gezweit. I wanted to flee far away, or fly far away. Weit, ich hab allein nicht gewusst, wohin. I myself did not know to where. Es hat sich mir gedacht, I thought, dass ich bin geboren in an ander Land. I thought that I was born in another country, zwischen anderer Menschen, in an anderer Umgebung. Umgebung. I thought that I was born in another place among other people in another environment.
But I think, just one moment, Karen, gedacht is to think, but I think here it has also another meaning.
It seemed to me.
Yeah, or it seemed to me, or it.
Yes.
Okay.
Es hat sich mir gehummelt von anderer schöner Welten. I dreamt about other beautiful worlds. Kristallener Palatsen, crystal or glass palaces von verkischufter Kaisert und Kaiserinas, palaces from enchanted emperors and empresses. In meiner Gedanken haben sich mir etwas gewebt in gestickt Bilder. In my ideas, I was something woven in beautiful, in more images, beautiful images, schöner noch wie die Blumen und Bäume auf mein Canva. I thought I was in images that were more beautiful than the flowers and trees of my embroidery.
Okay. You can finish the paragraph. Yeah.
Es haben sich gemacht Farben heller und lebendiger wie die Farben von die größten Molars. They were bright colors and alive, like the colors of the greatest painters. Und Baruch hat es mir belebt, begeistert, and intoxicated and full of life and enthusiasm. Stundenlang hab ich geblickt. For hours, I looked, gesunken mir in jener Bilder. I looked for hours, engrossed in those images. In mir selbst. Ich hab mir gesehen frei, stolz in jener kristallener Palaz. And I saw myself free and proud in that crystal palace, mit jener verkischufter Kaisers, with those enchanted emperors. Neben mir Prinz, verkischufter Prince, with an enchanted prince next to me.
Really nice. Thank you very much. It was a very difficult paragraph. Barbara?
I've got to follow that. That was great. Geliebt hab ich schrecklich geliebt. In love was I really terribly in love. Dem Hossen, dem Unbekannten, the unknown one, was hot gewohnt tief in mein Herz, who lived deep in my heart, still, gar still, quietly, really quietly. Herzedig, still. Does that mean sincerely or
Yeah.
genuinely? Quiet?
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt. Mit a heißen Gefühl hab ich wievielmal zugedrückt die Hand zum Herzen und gerufen in der Luft herein. Komm schon, komm. Wow. So, okay, still quiet, heartfelt still, mit a hot feeling. I had a few times pressed my hand to my heart and called into the air, please come already, come. That's it.
Okay, now go.
You want me to go on?
Yeah, until where there are three dots, three stars.
Okay. Der Tate meine, wenn die Mama is nicht gewesen in Stub, and my dad, when my mother wasn't in the house, für ihr hat gezittert for fire, because she caused him to tremble greatly like a fire. Flecht Stillerheit zu gehen zu mir, would quietly approach me und nehmen mich bei der Hand und glätten mir dem Schort and would, pardon me? Schrund. And he would take my hand and pet my parted hair, weich, softly, herzedig, heartfelt, weich, softly. Sorg nicht, Kind, don't worry, child, hat mich getröst. He comforted her, consoled. Dein, is this Zvig, your intended? That Zvig. Am Yerzech Hashem kommen, God willing, will come. Und ich pfleg gucken dem Taten unschmeichelt. And I would look at my dad and smile.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Barbara. David, please continue.
Gesessen bin ich mit mein Arbeiter fahren Stub auf ein schönem grünem Groß und hab geholfen für ihr Sägertasch, so Schalkmones für ihr Hosen. Es ist gewesen a warmer Frühlingstag und die Vögel in der Luft haben getanzt und gesungen. Gesang ist es gewesen, voll Freude und Nachricht, ein hassener Gesang. Die Vögel haben getanzt, sehr hassener Tanz.
Okay, so can you translate it?
Yeah. Entschuldigung.
No, that's okay.
Gesessen, so I sat with my friend before the stoop in front of the house on the beautiful green grass, and gehofft, and I guess weaved for her a Zegertasch, what kind of a cloth. I don't, what's a Zegertasch?
A
So should I,
pocket. A pocket for
oh yeah, pocket. Yeah, pocket for the little
Watch.
for the watch to hold the watch. A Zager. She weaved a Zegertasch for a Charlotte Kmon as a gift for her groom. It was a warm spring day, and the birds in the air danced and sung, and I song. It was a song full of joy and nachas. Nachas is nachas.
Nachas is nachas.
Nachas is nachas. Hasana, a wedding song. The birds dance their wedding dance. The Fegele.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Another sentence.
Ja, a Mazel Tov, Fegele. Hat gelacht, mein Haverte. Ungepatscht in die Hand. Mazel Tov, Eich. Ibra Yor Abris. Mazel Tov. Congratulations, birdies. Laughed my friend, and she clapped her hands. Mazel Tov to you. In a year, you'll have a bris, a baby, or baby boy.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Susan, can you continue, please?
Ich hab nicht gelacht. Ich bin gesessen vor Tracht. I didn't laugh. I was deep in thought, verklemmt, closed up emotionally. A bang gefühl hat mich zugeschnurrt, die Brust. A feeling of missing, of yearning. It tightened my chest. Langsam habe ich zugegeben Farben. Slowly, I picked out the colors. Jede Farbe hat gehabt zehnerlei andere Farben. Each color had tens of other colors. Ganz dunkel und ganz hell. And completely dark and completely light. Mindele, was hat schon 2 Nächte nicht gespielt? Mindele, why didn't he play for 2 nights in a row? Habe ich sie gefragt still. Gar still. Mit der verhabten Atem. I asked her quietly, very quietly, with a kind of a truncated breath, holding my breath. Die Lippen meiner haben gezittert. My lips were shaking. Is krank, Goldele. Sterblich krank. He's sick, Goldele. What would sterblich krank? Very sick? But what does it actually mean?
Maybe.
Deathly ill. I think deathly ill.
Oh.
Deathly sterb.
Yeah.
He's deathly ill. Kann nicht mehr spielen. He can't play anymore.
Okay. Thank you, Susan. Rochelle God.
Das Herz hat in mir geklappt. Oops. Wie mit a hammer. My heart was beating like a hammer. Ich hab nicht gerät, nicht geantwortet. I didn't speak and I didn't answer. Die Kanve is mir rausgefallen von die Hand. The embroidery fell out of my hands. Meine Augen sind geflogen, weit geflogen, and my eyes flew wide. I'm not sure what the meaning of geflogen here is. Anybody?
Maybe wandered. Maybe
Wandered, open wide. Okay.
It's open wide, yeah.
Open wide or didn't
Weit is
focus?
far.
My eyes looked off into the distance.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Kind meins is zu gegangen die Mame. Leib weg die Arbeit. Her mother came over and said, my child, put away the work. Genug schon fremde Kalles versorgen und fremde Chesonim beschenkt. Enough with strangers, Kalles, brides and grooms, gifting. Morgen, it's Hebrew, I can't read it.
Mirza Hashem.
Mirza Hashem, tomorrow, God willing, wirst du schon für dein eigenem Chosen heften Beimer mit Fegel. Tomorrow, God willing, for your own groom, you will be embroidering trees and birds and flowers mit Blumen. Du schreibst Tanachim kin stay off. You're going to get the marriage, the engagement, and so wake up.
Tnoim, it's Tnoim.
Tnoim, okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rochelle. Anita?
Entschuldigung, wo ist zugeschnorren wird? Es ist gewesen, wo zugeschnorren wird. Was das meint?
Ihr zugeschnorren wird die Brust?
Ja.
Chained up.
Huh?
As if with chains. Chained up with chains.
Ah, okay.
We should explain what Tnaim is.
And Tnoim is a marriage contract.
Yeah.
Engagement.
Okay, Anita, ich bin geblieben sitzen.
Ja. Ich bin geblieben.
Anita.
Yes.
Ah, sorry.
Those arts, is it?
No, ich bin geblieben sitzen.
Oh, ich bin geblieben sitzen mit der herabgelassene Kopf, still, vertracht, verhollend. So I was geblieben. I stayed sitting and with my head down, very quiet, vertracht, thinking or dreaming in a dreamland.
Yeah, in thought and in dreaming.
In thought and dream. Die Vögel über uns in der Luft umgetanzen und gesungen. The birds were über uns, over us, were singing and dancing. Dancing and singing, I'm sorry. Für meine Augen geschwommen, Blumen und Bäume, was ich ob sie geneut auf der Kanve. To me, to my eyes, they geschwimmen. She could see flowers and trees. Was ich say that she could genoit is
to sow, that she sowed.
That she saw. on the canvas. On
So it's like the flowers and the trees came to life. She could see them in front of her.
Yes. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Das Arts hat in mir geweint und geschrien. So her heart was crying and shouting.
And shouting, yeah.
Yes. Mit Liebe und Bänkschaft habe ich zugeregt mein Opponent zu die Health Farm. So she lives in a dreamland. Mit Liebe with love and Bänkschaft.
Longings.
Longing. Okay, thank you. Is she zugedrückt, pressed with her face to the painting.
To the light colors, to the light colors. To the helle Farben.
To the helle Farben. Okay, good, thank you. Label Zender Gas geschrieben hassen.
A gewirischer Hussen.
Gewirischer Hussen. Steht auf Kind, komm. So this label, I don't know who it is.
No, that's the mother telling her. That's the name of the groom. Label Sender Katz. That's the name of the groom.
Okay. Givischer, is he nice or what?
Givischer, he's kind of rich, a rich groom.
A rich husband. Stay off, can get up and come here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And we finished the story. So you want any comment? Any comment on the story? On what we read?
What a strange ending.
Strange. It's
Strange
like
ending. She had no choice.
Like it's the end of a dream.
I can't tie it into the beginning where he's in a wheelchair in the beginning.
Yes.
So,
yeah. She's married to a much older man.
And and this is the marriage that her parents arranged?
Yes, and there go her dreams, I guess, of love and romance and
now was he already
wake up, they said.
Okay, was he already in the wheelchair when she married?
No.
But
Okay.
we know the future.
Right, we know the future, but it seems like the whole middle is missing. Like how it all happened, you know?
Between the marriage and when he became an invalid.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with the kind of irony. Excuse me for jumping in. I apologize.
No,
please.
I think it has more to do with the irony of that she was in love with a person who was deathly ill. She was in love with this tubercular. That you couldn't have that. That's not okay. You need to marry this wealthy, established Gevia, and and in the end, she winds up with a deathly ill husband anyway, but not the one she dreamed of. So it's kind of an ironic twist on how her life was controlled to keep her away from the life that she was dreaming about, and she wound up with a life that she didn't dream about that was just as bad.
Thank you.
Thank you. Naomi, do you have any comments on this, Naomi?
No, I just want to say in the beginning, she says, meint sie, als ich bin nicht Händlerin, right? You don't think something that I'm a merchant woman. You know, when you see a merchant woman or somebody, you know, Nebuch, you know, she's had a genius to make these beautiful canvases. And was it in her imagination or was it really her talent? But her fate was sealed. And I think she also lived a little bit through her friend who was getting married, and she liked the violinist, but her mother made the shidduch, and was the canvas for naught? I don't know.
Well, you know, we to this day, to some extent, you know, women, girls, the fantasy of the palace and the being the princess, and you know, and they got married and lived happily ever after, and nobody ever talks about what it's like, what life is really like. This fantasy is still ingrained in a lot of girls.
I don't think a young girl at 18 wants to marry a much older man, but that's what happened.
And that's a compensation for
But
her.
I think again, it got less to do with who she married than the how of the marriage. That, you know, that it was something that was completely out of her control. You know, that you know, again, this is sort of metaphorical, the whole idea with the painting. You know, how we you know, write our life or play or paint our lives. This is, you know, how we see things that will happen, and you know, and then somebody kind of takes away the painting from you and decides how the painting should look. Not, you know, you sort of give up your power over your own life. And, you know, and in the end, she wound up with as difficult a life as her parents tried to avoid her having, only with much more bitterness and much more unhappiness, because it wasn't the life of her choosing.
I don't know if I found the mother to be a typical Yiddish mama, as we have come to know, full of feeling. I don't know. She did love her father, but I think the mother versteert. She, you know,
And the
sir,
father
the mother versteert her artistry, her relationship with her father. Even her father trembled, right, when she was.
Her father the father was as afraid of the wife as he was of fire.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Don't say that to my wife, Mina.
But compare this to the song. Even in the song, they're already thinking of when the kid is going to get married. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. I mean, hopefully now it's totally changed because the kids don't even get married.
Hasn't changed for me. That's what I'm waiting for.
But young people, but
in
in the song we sang, it's the same thing.
Okay.
That they're already worried about.
Susan and Rochale. Susan.
It also shows this is a very creative girl. She's putting together the canvas and she's combining things and she's in charge. But in real life, she's not in charge. She's does what they say and turns out everything different.
Okay, thank you. Guys, just call one another. Someone is ringing my.
Oh, okay. So I don't know the order, but Refoil, and then Rochel, because that's how I see you. So
Okay, this will be quick. I think that maybe it's a misinterpretation to think that she didn't like this husband, because he, at the very beginning of the story, you see that he was once a rich man, and also he had an appearance of nobility, like a Kaiser, and he's still beautiful. I think that she did like him. Now he turned ill. In the last 11 years or whatever, he's been ill, and she's been spending a fortune on him. But why? Because she loves him. So I don't think that this was necessarily a bad match. And it wasn't completely out of her control either. She was longing for a husband. Her mother found a reasonable match. It wasn't the one she wanted originally, but still, I think it was fine with her, and it's not completely out of her control because the wife, the parents can suggest, but the girl can say no.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Rochale?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that unlike today, tuberculosis was a terrible disease. It was a terminal disease, מחלה סופנית, a terminal disease, terminally, how do you say it?
Yeah,
okay.
terminal, yeah.
Okay, terminal disease, and you being close with each other, you can get easily infected by it. So I can see the parents' resistance to that. They were concerned about her. Also, I feel like all what she did was a creative escapee from escaping from part of her life that she preferred that will be a little bit different. But I want to share with you, this word kind of gave me a flashback to my childhood. My maiden name is Scherb, and very few people in Israel, those who didn't speak Yiddish and of course not Polish, could say that. So one time a guy comes in, obviously didn't speak Yiddish or Polish, and with hesitance, he didn't know how to read it, and he said, Geveret, Starb? Sterb? As if he's ordering my mother to die. She couldn't answer him. She burst into such a laughter, and the poor guy was standing there embarrassed. So it just kind of, I don't know why it flashed back, and it reminded me because it said exactly Ster, but really it is Scherb, which is very difficult to pronounce. My uncle in America, by the way, he softened it. He took out the ch sound, and they are all called now Sherb.
Okay.
So, because of the chair issue, also in America.
Interesting.
Okay, anyone else wants to comment on the story, the writer, anything? If not, we can move on. We have 10 minutes. Maybe talk a little bit about the writer, Isaac Meir Dick, that we are going to read the story that you read. And I picked it out of a site that used to be run by Haifa University. And I saw your name there, Refoel. I saw that you contributed to putting it online. So I saw your name there.
Mit Joren zurück.
Sorry?
Yeah, bravo.
Das ist gewesen mit Joren
Mina,
zurück.
did you send a new story?
Yes, I sent 2 stories. I sent the one that you read, and I sent a new story that we will probably...
When did you send it? I don't have it.
Every Thursday, I'm sending the reading.
Oh, okay.
Thursday.
I can resend it.
Okay, but
Thank
check
you.
Thursday, I'm sending, and I will send it again. So I have a little problem here because my AC is not working. The heating is not working. I told them to come at 1. So now it's 11:50 here and they are here. So
of course.
Yeah, of course, exactly. So
don't complain. Usually they come 2 days later, and here they came earlier.
So I have to be thankful, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we stay
Mauricio,
on?
with us? Can you help me out and tell a little bit about Isaac Meir Dick? Maurice?
Yeah, he was a maskil. He was a very educated man, grounded in Orthodox learning, but he moved away from that. He thought it was very, very important to get a secular education to find out about the modern world, and he thought it was important for Jews to learn history and geography and science and so on, and the languages of the countries that they lived in. He was strongly against the I mean, he wore modern dress, and he was very much opposed to the teachings of the ultra-Orthodox, the superstitions, the belief in Shadim and Mazikim. He was very opposed to that. So, you know, he's an interesting character because when you read his stuff, he often has bits and pieces from Torah or from Talmud, and you can see his erudition mixed in. I think he supported, there was a movement under one of the czars to try to, in a way, integrate Jews into the Russian Empire by having Jewish schools that would be modern in their teachings. And I think he convinced whoever was the minister of education under one of the czars to open up such a school in Vilna. And he taught in that school for, I think, 10 or 15 years. And it was really an important part of his life, because he thought it was so important for Jews not to remain segregated and hermetically sealed. And actually he turned out to be a very successful writer, mostly short stories or novellas, as they call them. And there's one account in one of the newspapers in which they talk about how people would line up waiting for, they would know the day on which the publisher had sent his booksellers out to particular cities, and they would wait for his books, his little novellas, to come to their cities. So he was a tremendous success, you know, like a bestseller, but in the Jewish communities, and very interesting life, very interesting character. That's what I can tell you.
Well, if you want, I can sing a song, a Yiddish song, and the program. Well, yes, no?
Sure.
Sure. I'm going to sing Mordechai Gebertig's Moishel, my friend.
Okay, take it away.
Machst du etwas, Moishele? Ich kenn dich noch am Blick. Du bist gewesen mein Chaveru, mit Jahren viel zurück. Und euch in Cheder hab mir gelernt lang benannt. Und steht von mir der Rebbe noch, der Kanschik in sein Hand. Wenn man zurück die Jahren, jene schöne Zeit das schöne junge Leben ist von uns schon weit. Wenn man zurück die Jahren, Moschere, mein Freund, noch jenem Besen haben weint das Herz noch ein. Was macht dein Schwester Rochele? Wie ich wollt ihr jetzt gesehen? Sie ist gewesen, gedenkst du noch, mir nun zum Herz gewesen. Nur sie gelebt, nur Berlin, mir gehasst und Grund. Geblieben ist in Herz bei mir, an nicht verheilte Wund. Wenn man zurück die Jahren, jene schöne Zeit und das schöne junge Leben ist von uns schon weit. Wenn man zurück die Jahren, Moschere, mein Freund, noch jene junge Leidenbein, das Herz noch ein. Geht es etwas Berlin, aber immer all was macht, und Sammler und Jossele, sehr oft von euch getracht, in Geholm von euch Kinderlach, gesehen sich in der Mitte, geworden alte Jiddelach, wie schnell das Leben fliegt. Wenn man zurück die Jahren, jene schöne Zeit das schöne junge Leben ist von uns schon weit. Wenn man zurück die Jahren, Moishele, my Freund, oi, noch jene junge Leben weint, das Hart noch
Bravo, bravo.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
I'm, so,
It's my
I'm
favorite.
sorry, guys, for the interruption. Yeah.
I'm so happy for the interruption.